Hey guys, welcome back. I thought I'd make a quick video today because recently I ran into a clip on Reddit of this pretty fantastical looking ship-like object up in the sky, or it seems to be up in the sky. It's actually a pretty good clip in my opinion as far as UFO sightings go. As you can see, it's an object that's flying. It seems to be kind of an octahedron shaped craft with a darker top half and a lighter bottom half. On the sides of the darker half, we see these brighter spots that I'm not sure are glowing or they're just white spots. They might actually be glowing though, because they're just as bright on the side that's lit by the sun than the darker side. So again, it almost looks like it could be glowing. I don't think they're portholes. I don't know what they are, but what I do know is that this doesn't seem like a conventional airplane. I don't think it's a drone. And if I were to compare it to any airplane, maybe the Nighthawk, that stealth plane. Here's a picture of it. Again, not sure what it is, but it does seem to be flying. It does appear to be flying. And I mean, it's a pretty cool looking clip. And actually, it had reminded me of a clip I'd seen previously on another show. And I scoured the internet until I found it. And here it is right here. As you can see, it's also an octahedron shaped object, or at least I think it is. I mean, as we zoom in, you can see, if we take a little still shot of it here, we can kind of see the shape, and it's very similar to the previous clip. The only thing that's different is that, there's no dark top half and lighter top half. It kind of floats along the sky, so you would think maybe it's a balloon if you want to debunk it. But I looked up octahedron shaped balloons and I really couldn't find anything. On Google I ran into some that are in that similar shape, but they're small. They're the size of a typical party balloon. So I don't think this is the same thing. This seems to be kind of a large object, and it's dark, and I wonder if it's controlled. I think it's a pretty fascinating clip. If I were to go outside and see this floating along the way, I would definitely think it's something that's odd, to say the least. So let's keep an eye out for more of these objects. Next, we're going to be looking at this spherical object that this guy's filming above some houses. As you can see, it's not moving, it's stationary. It seems to be metallic by the way that the sun hits it. You can kind of tell. Right now that we zoom in, you'll be able to tell. Again, it's behaving odd because it's stationary, it's not moving. You can tell it's not a hot air balloon by its shape. It's very, very spherical. Again, it does seem to be, or it does look like it's metal. It's a floating ball. And you would think maybe it's a weather balloon of sorts, right? But I did some research on weather balloons, and apparently they're made to fly high up in the sky, high up close to the stratosphere at about 24 miles. That's approximately to about 127,000 feet above the earth, compared to an airplane, that only goes to about 38,000 feet. These things climb pretty high. And again, they're not controlled. These weather balloons aren't controlled by, remote control. So you can't make them sit still. What you do, you attach your instruments to this balloon and make it fly as fast as possible up to the sky so it can make it. So again, I don't see a weather balloon hanging out the way these objects are. Here's another clip of another spherical object that is hovering above some buildings. Again, it doesn't move much. It seems to maybe be moving a little bit, and I'm not even saying that it is because it looks pretty stationary. But again, it's a spherical object, no wings, no reason why it should be flying in the air. I don't see any rockets coming from the bottom, and even if rockets were coming from the bottom, this thing would be screeching up into the air. So again, very, very odd. And you start to think, what if these are real crafts, right, coming from other places? How many different shapes are there? Does this mean that they're from different civilizations? These are different, aliens, that they'd be aliens, different races coming to us with different types of vehicles? Or is it one race that uses different shaped vehicles that each have a purpose? It's a very interesting question. And lastly, this very, very, very short clip of something that's up in the sky. What I like about this one is that it kind of looks like a jello mold UFO. If you've studied the subject long enough, you've ran into that description of UFOs, that some of them are jello mold shaped. And this one seems to fit the bill. Look at this thing, the way it hovers there. It looks metallic, and the shape is different from your typical saucer. I really like this clip. If this type of thing is real, it's absolutely incredible. And just the thought that these things might be real, it really gets me excited about researching the field of ufology. And I hope it sparks some interest for you too, as I personally feel that we're going to see more and more of these things. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed these clips. I know it was a short video, but if you can, please hit that like button, subscribe. If you want to comment on these crafts, please do so down below. And until next time, I'll see you here. Why? Because we love the UFOs.